Thank you, Leslie. Unaccustomed as I am to standing in front of an audience, I would like to welcome you all today. When Leslie first raised the thought of an art prize, we thought it would be a lovely, fitting way of commemorating my grandfather's heritage and the 100 years that our firm has been in existence. In 1890, my great-grandfather, Charles Bennett Fox, commenced practice in Brisbane, and the firm that he started after a number of name changes is still going today after 124 years. So my grandfather, Eric Bennett Fox, who was affectionately known as EB, moved to Nambour in 1913 and commenced practice. He was joined by his son, my uncle Morris, and then after the war by my father, Gordon. My uncle Morris, who'd spent some time in Changi, left in the early 50s and joined the clergy. And we were then joined by Sam Welsh, J.D. Wilson, Les Thompson, David Friend and Tom Wood. The office at that stage had branches in Caloundra, Noosa, Maroochydore and Mooloolaba. And every day, suitcases full of files, trust account ledgers were motored back to Nambour and back to the branch offices. So in an age before computers, it became a bit cumbersome. So the partners separated all the offices and my father and I took over the Caloundra office. We were later joined by my brother Brian, and just before my father retired, Colin Mildwaters. Brian and I would have to say, when Colin joined the office, it was like having another family member. And our partnership has been very harmonious and a wonderful partnership. So we thank Colin for joining us. Over the years, a massive team of people have worked in our offices, and without them we would not have survived. We do thank all those workers. I don't like to talk to them as staff, as employees, because we always thought of them as family. But without them, we would not have achieved what we have. And we certainly wouldn't have without the wonderful support of wonderful clients. Most solicitors say they have awful clients, but we've only ever had nice clients. And we appreciate the support that they have given us over the years. Talking about staff, today we have a guest, and I'm not singling people out, but I would like to mention my mother Stella, who's here today. She's probably our oldest employee. My father was a pilot during the war, met my mother in England, and they got married. She came out as a war bride, and she worked in the office until I came along. She then ceased work. She didn't have to because I was a model child, but she decided to give up work. So, why an art prize? I remember going down to my grandparents, Evie Fox's beach house on Alexandra Headland as a child, and sleeping in a little room off the veranda. And in the light of night, I would look up at the wall and there was a little painting on the wall, watercolour, of Alexandra Headland's beach, painted by Frank Waldo Potts in the 1920s. And the picture is actually round the corner there. And as a child, in those days, you could actually hear the waves rolling in. And I would look up at this painting in the half light and it looked like, to me, the waves were rolling in. So it was probably my first experience with art. So when Leslie came up, we thought, what a lovely idea to commemorate that. There are some home movies around the corner and they only run about 20 minutes. So if there's a massive queue watching them, move on because they keep on rolling on. So I would like to thank Leslie and all her team for what they've done in putting the exhibition together and also for the function today. Thank you, Leslie and your team. It was wonderful. And a big thank you to the gallery staff and the people here for supporting Leslie and putting it all together. Thank you. I think I've done it all. Thank you for coming and we appreciate it. Thank you.